Yeah, welcome to Colorado. This is another Q&A on Earth's disaster cycle. Yes, it is very much snowing outside. I am waiting to pick up my daughter from school, but I figured since we've got some time, might as well answer some questions. I've gotten this question sporadically. I've answered it sporadically over the years, but given the recent updates we've done on some of the dating fiascos, and I don't mean you and the person you went to dinner with the other night, the dating geologic fiascos, and them not really having any idea how old things are. How sure are we that it is exactly a 12,000 year cycle? Well, that's an excellent question. It also doesn't matter. The best evidence we have does suggest 12,000 years, even though that might be a little off. What we do know is that the cycle is separated by equivalent amounts every time. So yes, that could be 10,000 years. Yes, that could be 15,000 years. But it just doesn't matter. We are that exact equivalent time away again right now, and we are seeing every sign, not just on Earth, but throughout the solar system, that it is that time again. So excellent question. Love where your head's at. At the end of the day, it just really doesn't matter. Next one. Hawaii. I get asked about Hawaii a lot, and Hawaii scares the ever-loving bejesus out of me. Not only because there's going to be sloshing of the oceans, I expect the arc discharge to be in the Pacific, which means massive, massive waves, but every single one of those volcanoes is going to go off. Somebody had asked the question, though, since it seems like Hawaii stays over the same part of the mantle and just pops up islands every once in a while, moving very slowly over millions of years, is it the crust that displaces, or is it the whole Earth that displaces? Well, I wouldn't rule out the second one, but I do think it is just, in my best guess, just the crust, and here's why. And first of all, we have no idea how long it took to create all of that stuff. Yes, it's moving very slowly right now, and at this rate would take millions of years to create those islands in that chain like that, including the ones that are underwater. In the disaster, those islands could all fall to the bottom of the ocean, and 100 more in a line could all be pulled up. In terms of how would that magma intrusion be in the same general spot if the Earth turns over? Well, what you need to realize is the underside of the crust has holes in it. It's not a perfectly homogeneous thing. The chemistry down there is very different than it is up here on the surface. And so let's say there's a hole underneath Hawaii, which I happen to believe there is. No matter where Earth tilts, it's going to have access to the magma below and will be a pressure valve release, so to speak. And so not really as much of a I wonder, as you might think, when you consider the fact that the bottom side of the crust might have perforations, might have holes in it. That was a good one we talked about on one of the one-on-one calls recently. I got a question about why isn't the UV radiation increasing if we're losing the magnetic field? Two things. Light is very different from particle energy, and light shouldn't be that much affected. But on the other hand, we are actually seeing a little bit of a UV increase. It's not at the scary levels yet. That would be when all the leaves fall off the trees for no reason, all the insects around you die, and there's no more flowers, there's no more grass. You get photokeratitis burns in your eyes just by being outside. You get sunburned in a matter of seconds. The kind of stuff that's not happening globally at the moment. But there are, in fact, increases in the level of UV. If you look around, you can actually find people making videos about this. So that is happening to some extent, although, again, not nearly to the extent that the particle intrusion is occurring. Here's a good one. People talk about CERN or other things that create magnets so much stronger than the Earth's magnetic field. Why couldn't we use those to help protect the Earth? Well, here's the thing. CERN's super powerful magnets, the part that's stronger, way stronger than Earth's magnetic field, is smaller than a mosquito. Go outside of the facility, can't even detect the fields. A refrigerator magnet, something that's holding up your kid's A+ test on your refrigerator, is twice the strength of Earth's magnetic field at the point of the magnet. It's obviously not more powerful than the entire Earth, and so that's a little bit of word confusion, concept confusion there. Last one we're going to do here today. and this is actually coming from some of the one-on-one calls that we've been doing. And by the way, I got to say this again, I really love talking to you observers. It's why, again, I have traditionally spent too much time in the comment section. It's why Kat and I made the Mobile Observatory Project and went all around the continent. It's why we did the conferences. It's why we are building Observer Ranch, to be able to bring in large groups of you guys and actually get to redo the conferences just in our house. And these calls are absolutely fantastic. I can't even begin to describe how much fun they are. I had a really fun one the other day when somebody answered the phone with their name and, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Actually, this is Ben, and I'm hoping to help you." If you're looking for how to do that, by the way, the link is below down there in the description box. But something I've been mentioning to almost everybody, and I've mentioned this in the past, and I don't know, maybe it's because there's a million things to talk about, but I hadn't been mentioning this as much recently, but one of the things I absolutely recommend for everybody, prepping wise, is Nikola Tesla's lightning protection patent. Gotta check this out. Just search for that on the internet. Tesla lightning protection patent. You'll know you found it when the thing looks like an umbrella. It is unconscionably easy to make. And if you don't think you could pull it off, you probably know someone who could pull it off. Lightning, as I have mentioned, is going to be one of the major concerns. As Earth's magnetic field weakens, and before the zenith of the event, during the zenith of the event, and in the aftermath, as Earth's magnetic field is slowly getting back to where it's going. Tesla's lightning protection patent, one of my absolute top recommendations for prepping. Still getting a ton of questions in. Keep them coming at suspiciousobservers.org. But again, remember, most of them are answered by the playlist, which is also down there below the video. So look down there, click the playlist. If you prefer reading, our books are down there. They cover all this as well. And if you want to have the one-on-one call, again, that link is down below. I will see you in the morning for the daily show. Be safe, everyone.